Good afternoon, my ladies and my gents. Well, got a few things going on here. Start with, uh, I have started a Facebook page called Texas Garage. I'll have a link in the description down below. And so it's basically the same type of thing. More than welcome to come. I've got it set up where you just need to ask a simple question, which is basically what was the last build that you did, and it can be in whatever, or any one of the last. It's just a question, and so just so that not just anybody can come and bother us. But uh, yeah, more than welcome to post builds if you so desire, and you don't have another outlet to do so. More than welcome to come post them there. So there's that. Um, Now onward for the Jimmie. God, my bless it. This was a this was a monster. Yeah, I don't have this glued on. Yeah, so much had problems with. My goodness. And let's see. Oh, yeah, it wobbles a little. The rear end didn't get on straight. But the Jimmie is finished, and I'm actually quite pleased. I've got the cap on there just mainly for a dust cover. But we have this, and of course you've seen before the, well, let me get it kind of zoomed a little and set this up where I can get to things a little easier. There we go. So, like I said, we've seen the dash, we've seen the stuff. The kit, in addition to not coming with any pedals, doesn't come with any mirrors. So I went digging and I found, that's crooked, that mirror. I went digging and I found a bunch of Moebius stuff for Fords, and I got me a couple of Ford truck mirrors to put on it, just so there's mirrors on it. Um, got that done. I've got a couple of jerry cans in a case, and I even took and put a strap on it, you can see, and some hardware for, seatbelt hardware so that you can easily get it on and off. Um, that's VCG resin. The high-rise jacket's 48-inch. I went and looked. That's, of course, VCG resin. And I got the last spare tire in here. Um, got it all done. The exhaust, straight pipe, three-inch straight pipe, basically. Um, I did go ahead and use those resin VCG cast resin um, running boards just for giggles and laughs. And I mean, I needed some place to mount the exhaust pipe on. Uh, let's see, what else? Yeah, got an antenna on it. That was Hyro Boy. That's what I was talking about. At the front end, taken care of. You can see some of the stuff that I painted inside. Did a fair bit of work on that. Um, kind of pleased with this. The hood just easily comes off. Yeah, there you go. I got radiator hose, heater hoses. I was going to put a lower radiator hose in, but I just couldn't get in and around the bottom cross members. Got that all done. Coils hooked up. Uh, got the booster in with some brake line coming down out of it. Maybe not the most perfect, but like I said, this is more of a fun thing that I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to be perfect. Back end tailgate kind of left me disappointed. Um, Finally managed to get it straight. It's supposed to open. I couldn't get it to do it, so I glued it. The cap, to get this to come out halfway straight, the mounts had to be out further, and it flops off. I glued it. Like I said, this is simply a dust cover. It's not meant to be, but it actually does look good with the cap on it. It really does. That white is not painted. It's just sitting there. Yet now you can see that it's Yeah, that's my fault. I just didn't get that in straight. So let me see. Trying to do this looking through the lens rather than looking at it. It's kind of hard to do. So next, let me get this turned a little bit. Set this aside. My next kit, I'm going to do a more or less simple, straight up box build, the 56 Chrysler 300. So I can get it to, there we go. It's a pretty car, a little bit of a sporty looking thing, it looks like. I think it's supposed to have something like the 440 engine in it, or 354, putting out 355 horsepower, if I remember right, from seeing. And I'm thinking of doing it in black with a two-tone interior. It's kind of a white and a light tan, very light tan. So we'll see what happens there. But one other thing we got going on. Okay, what else we got going on? Our good friend Josh over at vcgresins.com and Chris Bell over at Scale Speed Garage, who does a lot of the designing for the printers that Josh uses, are hosting a PSFE group build. It is Pro Stock, or possibly Pro Street, Pro Stock effing everything. And the rules are simple. No things like Novas or Darts or Chevelles or Camaros, things you'd normally see at the track. Think outside the box. Joe over there at Big Sky Model Workshop says he's going to do a Corvair. He's going to put the engine in the front. That's going to be something. Tiffany over at Dirt Road Cinderella is, I think it's a 1950 DeSoto. There's one guy wanting to do a Fiat 500, another a VW Rabbit, another one it's Moebius 67 Ford service truck. You know, this is what I'm talking about. Mine, you can see it's the 65 Chevy stepside pickup. And I've been wanting to do this one as a hot rod for, since I got it. I just hadn't figured out how to do it yet. And then when Josh said he was introducing the uh, front clip and the rear tub and the DRCE engine and all of that, my first thought was, yay, now it works. So this goes on through December. As things go on, I'll provide a little more information as I figure it all out. So, but yeah, this is mine. Um, the other thing is that you need to use something from VCG resins. Uh, Preferably, the more the better. In my case, about all that's going to be left is going to be the body, the most of the bed, a little bit of the frame, and the interior. Of course, the grills, bumpers, but everything else is going to be VCG resin. So yeah, it's going to be wild. So, but anyway, that's what else we got going on. Bunch of stuff here. I'm going to sign off. It's time to go make some dinner, I think. And so I'll do a quick one on Wednesday for What Did You Buy Wednesday. I got a couple of orders in that I've been waiting on. So until Wednesday, folks, have a good evening and be Tex. Signing out.